Kristin here with Healing Home Coaching. What is emotional freedom technique? Emotional freedom technique, or also known as tapping, is a modality used in energy work where you are doing acupressure points through your meridians. So basically what that means, there's points along your face, neck, and torso and top of head that you are literally tapping on. And when I say tapping, this is tapping. This is what we call the karate chop. And typically what we do is we say a statement that we're feeling. It's called a truth statement or an emotion statement. I like to call it, how am I feeling in this moment? So today we're going to cover anxiety for public speaking as our example. So this is where we will be focusing on first. And we'll do 3 statements. So you can follow along with me. Before we get started, I want you to gauge how strong your emotions are in your body. Now 0 would be it's not an issue, and 10 would be I'm feeling like a hot mess because I'm anxious. So somewhere between a 0 and 10, you're going to gauge how anxious you're feeling in this moment. And then as we tap the karate chop first, we're going to say statements that are true to our emotions or our feelings, and then we're going to do an accepting statement, such as, I'm feeling very overwhelmed by doing this filming of EFT, but I love and accept myself. Now for me, I like to say things like, I honor how I feel. I honor how I feel in this moment. I'm ready to release these emotions. Or even though I feel this emotion, I will honor it and release it. We'll go through the points, which is karate chop, eyebrow, side of eye, under nose, chin, chest, and then for my ladies, kind of where your bra comes around your front, from the front to the back. For my guys, it's right underneath the armpits. Okay, and then top of the head. Now there's variations about whether you go from the karate chop to the top of your head, but for today we are going to do the karate chop, the question mark on our face, our torso, and then the top of our head. There's different ways to do it. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to guide you through going to your earliest memory of feeling the emotion that you're feeling right now in your childhood. Basically, you're going to go to your memory that you have in your childhood, and you're going to talk to your child self and tell them it's okay. It's okay to have these feelings. It's okay to accept how you feel right now. You're safe, you're loved, and you're basically, as an adult in your mind, going to picture yourself as a child, and your adult self is going to talk to your child self. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Okay, so karate chop. Even though I am feeling anxious by doing this filming, I will honor how I feel. Even though I feel overwhelmed and I don't know what to say on point and exactly how I think I should say it, I will honor how I feel. Even though I feel anxious that I am doing this public speaking and I can feel in every being of my body, I love and accept myself. I'm anxious. I don't know what to say. I feel so overwhelmed and anxious, and I feel apprehensive on what to say. All these anxious feelings, all these fears of not being able to say exactly what I want to say, I am feeling in my body. I wish I could let it go. I wish I could be more clear in my words and not get frustrated with myself. Eyebrow again. I feel frustrated, but I'm open to letting those emotions go. I feel overwhelmed and disconnected because I know I'm being filmed and potentially judged and critiqued. But I release these feelings of anxiety because I know I'm facing the fear. I'm facing the fear of public speaking, and the anxiety is slowly releasing from my body. Choosing to be free of anxiety and releasing how I feel in these moments. Now I'm going to stay right here on the heart meridian, because I will tell you that I hold a lot of my emotions in my chest area. I'm a very sensitive and aware and mindful of other people's energies and emotions. And because I work in the healing field and I help parents bring up peace into their chaotic home, I'm very aware that I have to be guarded at times for my own energy so I can be clear and healthy for my families. So I do a lot of emotional clearing work in my chest. That's just how I'm wired. So sometimes I will tap, 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 tap until I'm working through an anxious moment or overwhelm, and then I'll move on through the points. So as long as you're being conscious of what's happening around you as far as your emotions and your feelings and energy moving, you're good. Okay, so towards the end of our tapping phrases, I like to do like a release statement, and I go to my childhood and I find that emotion and that little girl and I go there. So I'm going to go to an emotion that I had of anxiety, public speaking, when I was about 13 years old. And I'm going to go talk to my little girl. I know it sounds weird, but follow me here. It's very cathartic and therapeutic. So I'm going to 13-year-old Kristin. Hey girl, I know you're anxious and I know you're feeling these emotions. And I know that you've got to do this public speaking gig that your mom's forcing you to do, but you know it's part of your education. It's okay. You can do this. Nobody's going to bite you. Everyone's going to love you, and it'll be okay. I look at my adult self as a 13-year-old child, and I say, I got this. I can do it. So I pat her on the back, and I go sit down on the pew, and I watch myself do this public speaking. And as I do that, I can literally feel in this moment the anxiety of doing this filming release. So we're going to go through the points one more time. And I can help you continue your EFT journey by clicking the link below and learning more about our EFT packages. Let's continue. One last round. And then from there, we'll take a deep breath. We'll measure our anxiousness or our feelings that we have in our body, and we'll go from there. Releasing this anxiousness for freedom, empowerment, clarity, articulation, feeling calm and centered. Calm and centered in this moment. Take a deep breath. Now I will tell you, I was a little nervous about this. I was about a 7. And just doing this few minutes of tapping with you, I am down to about a 3. And I'm ready to go do some more filming. Catch you on the upside.